We're going to look today at Psalm 91 verse 7. The verse says, Yipol mitzidecha elef, u'rava miminecha, elecha lo yigash. Yipol mitzidecha elef means on your side, on your left side, it means 1,000 will fall. U'rava miminecha, and on your right side, a myriad, that's 10,000 will fall. Elecha lo yigash, to you they will not approach, they will not get near you. Now there's two ways to interpret this verse. The first way is that the person who trusts in Hashem may go on the battlefield and may see surrounding him, meaning the people who are on his side, people falling left, right and center. But he will be protected. And this is a very, very important point, and the soldiers, our soldiers understand this. It is why you see pictures of people putting on tzitzis, wearing tzitzis while they're going to fight. People putting on tefillin sometimes for the first time. There's an organization that gives food to the soldiers, together with a little note that says exactly the bracha that you make on it. There are people who are very, very makpid, very, very particular to say the bracha shehakol niyeh bidvara, which means that Hashem, that everything came into being through Hashem's word. That, in other words, Hashem created everything and is in charge of everything. That we say on certain foods, to say that very, very carefully with real intent. Because when a person works on their own bitachon, on their own trust in Hashem, that itself is a defense. That's one way of understanding the verse. The other way is talking about the enemy. The one who trusts in Hashem will see thousands and 10,000s on both sides of his enemies falling. And the Jewish state has witnessed this. You know, in our history, the 6-Day War, nobody can explain it. 6 days, everything collapses. Our enemies are running away, even though we're tiny compared to them. All sorts of miraculous stories. Just to mention one story, when Rav Goren, who at the time was the chief rabbi of the army, he heard that the Israeli army were about to get to Hebron in the 6-Day War, and he wanted to be there for that time. That's where our forefathers and foremothers are buried. He wanted to be there at that time. So he got in his jeep and he drove to Hebron. What he didn't realize was that he was actually getting there before the army. The army had not actually got there and taken Hebron. But Hashem made the enemies so terrified of what was going on that they all came out with white flags to meet Rav Goren, and he by himself, as a single person, thousands of people just collapsed around him and he took that area. We see this, if you trust in Hashem, anything can happen. Hashem is in charge of everything. Our whole history of our state is one miracle after another, from its start to until now. We have to keep on praying and keep on saying Tehillim with the same fervor. It's very, very easy, unfortunately, to get into a situation where you get used to something. It's old news now. It isn't old news. It's a day-to-day situation, and we have to keep on saying our Tehillim, saying our Psalms, praying for our soldiers, praying for the hostages, praying for our people. Wishing everybody a good Shabbos.